For thousands of years, people have sought ways to connect with the divine. Prayer, meditation, and sacred rituals are just a few of the chosen paths. But there is also a plant that has been used throughout history to facilitate this connection: cannabis. What role does it play in spirituality? Is it a sacred gift or just an illusion? Let's explore together. The first mentions of cannabis in spirituality appear in ancient India, in the sacred texts of the Atharva Veda. It was said that the plant was a gift from the god Shiva, and was used for purification and enlightenment. In ancient China, Taoist monks used cannabis to deepen their meditation, while shamans in the Middle East burned the plant in temples to communicate with spirits. In some African cultures, cannabis leaves were used in initiation rituals and for divination. Throughout history, cannabis has been considered a gateway to unseen worlds, a spiritual vehicle used by priests, shamans, and sages. Today, traditions such as Rastafarianism regard cannabis as a sacred plant. Smoking weed is a form of meditation, a way to commune with the divine, which they call Jah. In New Age movements, some believe this plant helps open the chakras, raise vibrations, and explore consciousness. In modern shamanism, cannabis is used for purification and facilitating mystical visions. Some yoga practitioners use it to reach a deeper level of relaxation and awareness. At the same time, there are therapy centers, where cannabis is used under the guidance of spiritual mentors to help release repressed emotions. But beyond these uses, the question remains: is this experience genuine, or just a chemical illusion? Supporters of cannabis use in spirituality believe that this plant facilitates introspection, helping to disconnect from the ego and discover profound truths. It is said that cannabis smoke can cleanse the energy field and help release emotional blockages. Some claim it aids in understanding the interconnectedness of living beings and the universe. In modern shamanic traditions, controlled use of cannabis can amplify intuitive perceptions and facilitate astral journeys. Moreover, studies suggest that certain components of cannabis may help reduce anxiety and depression, which can enhance spiritual clarity. For some, this plant is a true spiritual teacher, a guide that aids in exploring consciousness and connecting with the divine. On the other hand, some voices warn of the dangers. Some spiritualists argue that using an external substance to achieve elevated states of consciousness can become a trap. Relying on a plant for enlightenment may lead to spiritual stagnation. There is a risk that induced mystical experiences are merely illusions of the mind without an authentic foundation. Additionally, excessive consumption can reduce mental clarity and create illusions that are not necessarily linked to true inner exploration. Some spiritual traditions assert that elevated states should be attained naturally through meditation, fasting, and disciplined practices. Furthermore, there is the risk that frequent cannabis users may become less motivated to develop their spirituality through personal effort, relying solely on the plant's temporary effects. So, is cannabis an ally or an obstacle on the spiritual path? Like any tool, it all depends on how it is used. For some, it can be a gateway to deeper understanding, while for others, it may lead to confusion. The important thing is to have discernment and know your own truth. One thing is clear: the relationship between cannabis and spirituality is complex, with deep historical roots and diverse interpretations today.